Hey everybody, Steve Reed here doing episode number 18 of the series, Let's Discover God Together. And this one I'm doing alone because I don't know if we want to call it an interview or not, but I had a conversation with a friend the other day and a couple of other friends I had join us on the meeting who was really struggling with some questions of going through deconstruction and actually facing a dilemma of is God really in control? And she's really been struggling with this, and this has been a problem for her, and this is why I endorsed or asked for some help on this to try to help her get there. And one of the things that we realized together in doing this was that, you know, just because somebody has the opinion that God is not in control, and by the way, I do believe that, and we can get into that on another conversation, doesn't mean you have to believe it. It got me thinking because I think these questions were actually ones that she asked. Who do I listen to? How do I know who's right? And without getting into any of the more modern thinking people that I tend to listen to and what their beliefs are, heck, let's just look at traditional Christianity, as I'll call it in the U.S. 45,000 different denominations, over 100 different translations of the Bible, and Lord knows how many preachers within that using their own interpretations of a specific Bible verse or translation or denomination's understanding. How do you know who to listen to? And again, that doesn't even get into some of the newer things that people are starting to explore and go to or have seen through deconstruction. A God with no separation, a God who's all loving and all good. How do you know who to listen to? Well, let me ask the second question and then I'll answer both. And the second question was, what if I'm wrong? What if I listen to somebody, I believe them, and it ends up being all wrong? Well, I don't claim to know everything. I claim to be growing, and I claim to be feeling I'll continue to grow and learn every day as I go on. But here is where I'm at so far. I believe in an all-loving, all-good God, and I don't believe, no matter where you end up with this, that it's going to be, oh no, I screwed up, so I'm going to burn in hell forever. I don't think that's an issue. I know that's what's taught in a lot of traditional Christianity, and that's okay if that's where you are. I'm not telling you to change your beliefs right now. I'm just telling you what I believe. And I think as far as how do you know who to believe, because there are so many choices and so many different ways, there is an answer to that question as well. As I had mentioned to them, and I do wholeheartedly believe this, he did leave us with more than just here it is, now decide what you're going to do. He gave us a way to test what is true. He gave us Jesus, for one. And Jesus told us, he said, if you see me, then you see my Father. What you see me doing is my Father's heart. It's what I know and learned from the Father. So if it doesn't sound or look like or act like Jesus, then it's probably not the right way to follow. Again, I would not worry that you're going to end up burning in hell if you don't follow what Jesus taught you. But it certainly seems like a good idea to me. Because what he taught basically boils down to what I'm going to call good things. Patience, forgiveness, understanding, non-judgment, loving, caring. And if you can go wrong showing those things to each other, then Lord help me, I want to go wrong doing it that way. Because what is the worst that's going to happen? I'm not worried about it, frankly. Because I think the worst that can happen doing that is we learn to love each other a little bit more. And in doing so, we learn a little bit more about God's love, what Jesus tried to show us. So, The questions on the video is, how do I know who and what to believe? My answer is, it's in here. Jesus gave us the Holy Spirit. If it doesn't look like Jesus, if it doesn't sound like Jesus, if it don't feel good like Jesus, if it doesn't feel and look like love, in my humble opinion, it's probably not the right way. But again, it's okay. Choose your way, choose your walk. I think we all have a different way to get to where we're all going to end up, and we're all going to end up in a better place. But again, that's my opinion. If you want to test something out, test it here. Test it with the Holy Spirit. Test it in what does it look like compared to Jesus. And again, the second question, what if I'm wrong? What if I listen to somebody and I choose this way and I'm wrong? Again, I would recommend have your mind open. Listen to all kind of people. But don't pick one person to follow. Don't pick one person's having all the answers and become your guru, your idol. Jesus told us, don't make idols. It's okay to listen and learn. But if you're going to hook onto one person and follow, there's only one person. It's Jesus. He showed us. This is God. This is what it looks like. And if you're going to follow, pretty sure he said it, follow me. Love you guys. Have a blessed day, blessed week, blessed month. You know what? Find somebody and have a blessed life together. I'll see you out there somewhere. Love y'all.